Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and today I have a very different video for you. Now this one is going to be a story video. Now I haven't actually done one of these in about 10 months, and that was whenever I had almost 5,000 subscribers. And now, 10 months later, we have almost 9,000 subscribers, which I think is insane, and you guys are amazing, and I want to bring you guys another story video because that's a lot of new faces and a lot of new people, so they might actually enjoy these story videos. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this one, and this story is, going to be the story of how I once fell through a roof. So yeah, let's just jump right into the story. Now this happened whenever I was either 12 or 13 if I had to guess, and we have a house that is on a hill, and at the very bottom of the hill, like in the far backyard, we used to have a house that we called the cat house. It was a very small, like, shed looking thing, and we never used it. It was the previous owner that used it. And what it looked like is it was if I had to guess, it was like 7 or 8 feet tall, and it was just a little shed that was like super small, and if you walked in, there was just one little hallway through it, and on the sides of the hallway there were just like cages and stuff like that, and that's where the person locked his cats up, I'm guessing. So I don't think cats should be held like that. That was kind of weird, but that's just how they did it. And so yeah, we just had the cat house at the bottom of our hill, for a very long time since we bought the house, obviously. So yeah, I was about 12 or 13, and anytime I'd have my friend over, or anytime me and my brother were just, fooling around outside, like playing tag or something like that, we would actually use the cat house, and you could actually get on top of it. It wasn't actually that hard. Since we were on a hill, you were able to get up onto the roof pretty easily just by climbing up it. And there were a lot of trees around the house as well, so if you would get on top of the cat house, you could actually just be invisible if you laid down, because it was very hard to see people. So that's pretty much what we did. It was like a weekly thing. We'd play hide and seek and stuff like that and tag, and people would hide up there all the time. It was like an all the time thing. And one time we actually had a lot of rain, and I believe there was some hail along with it that actually damaged the roof and actually made it super weak. And we weren't playing tag or anything the next time that we went out after the hailstorm or anything like that. But we went up there and we were just going to talk. We were going to go up onto the roof and just fool around and talk, just like, 12-year-old kids do. We just do whatever, climb on things and just have fun. And we were on top of the roof, and I stepped onto a part that was damaged from the storm, and I heard a creak, and it didn't sound good at all. And I turn around and I look at my brother, who was also on top of the roof with me. And he was on the strong part of the roof. I was on the weak part. See, it was a pretty big roof. So he was on the other side, and I was just like on the damaged side. And I hear the creak, and I turn around and I look my brother like right in the eye, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I try to back up, and the second I take my foot off, everything beneath me just collapses. Now, my brother actually didn't fall because he was on the stronger side, and it was only my side that fell in. Like, the entire thing just caved in, and I fell straight through into the cat house floor. And I actually landed on a cinder block in sitting down position. Like, I didn't fall butt first, but I fell and like my knees bent, and I landed straight on my butt, and it was on a cinder block, and then I was just like in sitting down position. And I looked around for a second because that was it. That's what happened. I just landed, and I started looking around, and there was dust that was just falling from the roof and stuff like that. And I looked around, and there was it was like a sun ray that came down, because the sun was like directly above us, and there was like a ray that came through the hole in the roof to where I was sitting. So it looked like there was just a big circle of the sun ray around me, and it looked really weird. And I was looking around, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm not in pain at all. This doesn't hurt at all. And I couldn't tell if I was just super scared and like the adrenaline was going through me and I was like, freaking out. But I was sitting there and I looked around and I was like, I'm fine. I'm perfectly okay right now. It didn't hurt at all. Like, I landed there and I was completely okay. No scratches, no bruises, no anything. And it was a super dangerous fall, too. There were nails in that roof. I could have been hurt by, like, shingles falling or wood breaking and falling on me. But no, none of that happened. I was completely unscathed, and I walked away with nothing, really. My neighbor, who was also there at the time, was looking at me. He was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. It didn't hurt at all." And I feel like I'm like some sort of badass at that point, because I just had like the worst fall ever, and I'm just completely okay. And it was just super weird. I have no idea how I didn't get hurt at all. Now, fast forwarding to today, we actually don't have the cat house down there anymore. We removed it many years ago. I don't know if it was because of me falling through the roof that we removed it, or just because it was, we never really used it, so what was the point of having it there? So we tore it down, and it's no longer down there. But I thought I'd share the story because I think it's really interesting how I didn't get hurt at all, and I still don't understand that to this day. I didn't get hurt. I was completely unscathed, falling down onto a cinder block, which if I did that today, I guarantee you I would have broke something. But for some reason back then, I was okay. So who knows? I don't know how it happened. It must have just been the way that I landed that I was completely okay. But I think it's a pretty awesome story, and I think it's pretty funny as well that, I just fell straight through a roof. And, I don't think many people can actually say that. So I think it's a pretty interesting story. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it as well. And if you guys did, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you guys do want to hear more stories from me in the future, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, because I'll definitely start making these more often. And the main reason I made this is I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, because the past month or so I've just been doing Skyrim, Fallout, Skyrim, Fallout, Skyrim, Fallout. And I want to mix it up a little bit. I'm still going to release the Skyrim Top 5 mods tomorrow, and then the Fallout later on in the week as well, and we'll keep the normal upload schedule there. But I want to have a third upload in a week, not just have the two, the Skyrim and the Fallout. I want to have a third upload every week or so, or every other week, of just a video that I do that's completely random. Pretty much is either going to be a story video, or I'm thinking about making Fortnite videos as well. I'm super addicted to that game right now, so I might make videos on that. Maybe another comedy night video if I hop back on there. And I just want to mix it up a little bit for you guys, and keep you guys still watching the Fallout and Skyrim, but also branch off a little bit as well. I think that would be pretty interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.